This is Bill Cohen for Street Circle Martial Arts, and this is how to be strong when you're small. We have a problem in this country of understanding functional strength. Because we see a lot of magazines and people like to look intimidating, we lift. And so we get really big in the chest and really big in the shoulders, just like me, and then we move around. But that's lifting strength. That's not martial strength. Martial strength is like pitching a baseball. You have to have that snap as you come through. When you hit somebody, you want that snap. If you're joint lock somebody, you want that snap. And that strength is different. That strength comes from your core and your legs and not from muscle and lifting. So if you were doing a traditional art, you would see a lot of work like this, where you come in and you come down. You come into your hips, you come to your center, and your elbows come here. Why? Because this is the strong spot in the center, right? You want to be right here where your strength is. Whenever you joint lock, everything should be right here where your strength is. When you deviate from that, you get weaker. And so many guys, when I work with them, they're so big, they always want to pick up and they want to muscle from here. Just a drill, not a fight. I'm just showing the principle. As he grabs, right? Most people I know, what they do is they use their shoulders and their chest and they try to lift. Because that's what they're taught to do. If you learn to relax those shoulders and stay down and come to the center of your mass, you want to come from your center of mass. You want to use the ligaments and tendons and the weight properly. Everything connects from here. So as I do this, you'll see that everything connects at this point in the middle. I try not to muscle, because when you muscle, you get out of alignment. If I lift and muscle, then my feet and my body are lagging behind it, and I can't catch up. Realistically, what happens is my hands and my fingers often lead the motions, but my core, my feet, and my legs are all together with it. You're going to find there's like a ligament and tendon where you learn strength, right? I think probably people have seen this. If I go like this, and he grabs my arm, both hands, he grabs my arm, and I tense really hard, and he pulls down really hard, eventually he's going to break through that. But if I go like this, and he grabs, I open my fingers, and he pulls as hard as he can, pull. See how I can maintain, hard, pull, right? I can maintain this just from the tips, and everything else can be relaxed. I don't need this flex. I don't need the whole body to flex that way. And flexing that way is bad. If he grabs me, and I tense up the whole body, I can't move. If I use just a little there at the point of where I'm being grabbed and everything else is relaxed, it allows me to continue my motions. So we have to reprogram the mind. The mind wants tension. Like if he's pushing and I'm pushing, we want to resist. What you have to teach your mind is no, I don't want to resist. I want to come to a better position, but I also want to come from my core with relaxed shoulders, relaxed hips, and I want to use my entire mass and not my upper body. He goes on my hands, and he goes into like a push-up position. Look, more. So I can hold his weight here. Look, see how I hold just enough in my elbows? But look, everything else is comfortable, but I'm in a position of strength at the point I need it. How you learn that is you have to understand that lifting is a contraction. What I'm doing is an expansion. So instead of flexing, I take my hands and I try and expand at the tips. I just make them solid at the points. I don't flex at the big muscles. I just kind of make these a little solid at the ends. And you need your fingers. It's very important that you do this, and you'll feel it if you open up. You'll feel these things kind of lock into place. When you start doing traditional moves, where you do stuff like this, if you do them right, you'll feel the points of tension where you need them. Which is why you do all these weird things that people don't understand. They're not moves. They're not some secret move. They're just understanding how the body works. So if you can understand where the tension is, and you can understand how to lightly tense and turn it on and off quickly, and come from your core as a human being, you'll be significantly stronger than if you lift and go like this. Don't get me wrong. You get a 250-pound, 20-year-old guy who's jacked out of his mind. Don't underestimate him. He's going to be strong as all hell. But he's not going to be able to turn it on and off. Elite athletes, when he grabs, he's going to grab. He's going to be tense. Elite athletes have the ability to tense, relax, tense, relax, tense, relax, tense, relax, because you're tensing at the points, not from the big muscles. So I'm not suggesting that you should underestimate a very large, strong man. I'm just telling you, if you want to be a very good martial artist, you have to learn how the body moves differently than someone who lifts weights. The best way to do this is through push-ups. When you do a push-up, most people, what they do is they pump with their shoulders. Try it sometime. Go onto your fists and just see if you can hold at the points without it. And then as you go up and down slowly, check your whole body, make sure the rest of the body's relaxed, but still holding without collapsing. And then find where the tension is and where you should eliminate it. So if I go down slow, right, everything else should be comfortable. As I come up slow, everything should be comfortable, but solid. I shouldn't bend, I shouldn't fall, but I shouldn't flex either. You know, I've seen schools where they put their arms on things like bars and they'll push down into it to teach how to be heavy and not tense, or you push up against it. You do isometrics. There's a lot of ways to do it. You could do it against a wall. You could push. When you push against a wall, what you do is you make yourself solid, but you check yourself all the time. So you feel like you shouldn't collapse. But on the other hand, you don't feel like you're flexing everything. But, you know, being a good martial artist is studying the body. When you do forms, same thing. You learn to take tension on, take tension off, take tension on, take tension off. And the more you understand you, the better your work will be. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Leave comments, ask questions. The channel's received tremendous growth as of late, and I truly appreciate everything all you guys have done for me.